Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of RuneNews. My name is Ryan, and once again this week we'll be bringing you the latest old school RuneScape update, as well as an update on the Grand Exchange to help you save a lot of money. Once again, it's your boy standing in front of a green screen, talking shit about RuneScape with a microphone in my hand. Much like many of your favorite content creators such as General Sam and Jimmy, please stop going to their comment sections and harassing them for copying my video format of doing this. There's no point reinventing the wheel. I don't have a problem with it, so neither should you. And of course, given there's a PvP update this week, it's typical Dittabitters had a cry, so I'm going to make some sort of shitpost meme because trolling him is fucking hilarious. If you enjoy the content, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, don't be a shit cunt, Discord in the description. The theme of this week's old school update is based around the player and NPC PJ timer. Now, for those who don't know me very well or are new to the channel, I'm not a very big PKer. I wish I understood it more, and I want to try and learn the insides of PKing, so bear with me as I give you the TLDR. If I get anything wrong, please correct me in the comment section below. No hard feelings. I understand and I appreciate you bringing that feedback to my content. Now, World 318 and 319 don't have this effect applied to them, so the normal PJ timer, which is the default 9.6 seconds, I believe, 16 game ticks. Between combat, you can then be attacked by another player or NPC. That seems kind of pointless to me on World 318 and 19, because if PKs want to fight other PKs on fair grounds, it shouldn't matter, and they will most likely do it in a PvP world. I'm pretty sure PKs only go in the wilderness to kill other PVMers or just to fucking rag dump solo PKs, so it doesn't seem it doesn't seem super beneficial to have these worlds, but I understand why Jagex did it, so that hopefully some people will just stop fucking crying. Now, the main change here is that the PJ timer has increased from 9.6 seconds to 12 seconds. It's 4 game ticks, of which you have to wait before you can be attacked by another NPC or another player out of combat. Most ideally, I believe this benefits the PVMer who is in single combat mode, just doing a bit of bossing or in the wilderness, and 2 people at least are trying to rag this cunt, but it's single combat, so now they're trying to PJ and send one guy down the other end of the wilderness or whatever to try and catch him as he's running away from the other player, and that way he gets fucked by 2 people in singles mode. Real scummy shit like that, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but of course, if you want to call that PKing and skillful, good on ya. Now, this cunt who's getting attacked can just freeze the first cunt that hit him and then spam the logout button before he gets attacked by the other guy. Seems fair to me, considering, well, if you're going to cheese the cunt, let him cheese you back. Now, I don't fully understand the downsides to this, which is, I want to understand them more, I really do, so if someone can explain that to me. The only negative thing I've heard about this is that it's killing the wilderness. Care to fucking elaborate on that? Dittabitter's already tweeted about the wilderness being the end, he's not going to be there for it. Like, there's no fucking plays in that cunt. Jagex has given us what? Almost every update, every RuneNews episode I've done this year, except for what, the next update and maybe the Goblin one, has had something to do with the wilderness. Even if it's a small fucking change, Jagex is giving attention to the wilderness, unpolled, to, if not help PK as PK, it's to help bring attention to the wilderness. So what I'm gonna do here is quickly explain the bright side to all this, because everyone's giving the negatives and the keys are no good. Oh, that new amulet coming out the PvP arena means it's going to be harder to kill people. You're missing the fucking point. No one wants to go into the wilderness. Your goal shouldn't be to make it easier to kill people in the wilderness as a PK. Your goal should be to get more people encouraged to come into the wilderness. I would rather have, as a PK, in my mind, I would rather have 10 targets that I could choose from that might be somewhat difficult to kill, but there's 10 fucking people there, than to have 3 targets, which are easier to kill, but could still get away just as easily. You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If there's more encouragement for people to come do PVM or looting in the wilderness, especially after this new boss rework, which we're waiting on still, it's a fucking win. The wilderness is dead because you cheese cunts. So if Jagex implements a system like this, which again, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, on this system, this stops you from cheesing people that are trying to PVM. Yes, they might be able to get away, but if that guy gets away, it's okay, because another 3 people for that one guy is now encouraged to come to the wilderness because they can feel safer. So now, you as a PK have to get good. In fact, Mod Ash tweeted, I'll have to find the tweet, but he tweeted that he literally said something along the lines of, if you're having trouble freezing people, or if you're having trouble because they're freezing you and logging out, bring higher risk gear into the wilderness. In other words, maybe wear some decent fucking gear and take some risk with you if you want to rag people for their fucking for their shit. It's that simple. That's the idea that they've got, at least. I'm all for it. if it means that PKs need to start wearing full armor deal then, if they need to go out there and try rag someone so that they don't get fucking frozen, well then that's good for other PKs who want to rag that person, right? I see there's many good points to this, to this whole system, but the only drawback, that I can see, the only negative side I can see to it, is that you've got content creators especially, which are the fucking worst of the bunch, and Redditors saying, oh, this is going to kill the wilderness because now I can't PJ and we can't rag cunts as a clan in singles. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I stand by what I said. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I think hopefully I explained that correctly and you can understand my point of view here. But the idea should be to bring more people into the wilderness, not make killing people in the wilderness easier. I think that's the idea. You'd rather 100 people to try kill than 30. I think, to me, that just makes a lot of fucking sense. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Moving on, however, sorry about that fucking rant, but the loot key system has been updated. So I think there was an issue where people were dying at the same time as other players. So if the first person died, the key would go to player B, right? But then player B died at the same time, or like a tick later. So now those two keys go to player A, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So they've changed it now that if both players die within a reasonable time frame, like they both killed each other, I think their loot just gets dropped on the floor regardless of the wilderness key situation, which is pretty cool. Also, they've changed it so it's now 1 mil to unlock wilderness keys instead of 5 mil. If you've already paid the 5 mil, you'll get 4 mil back in your bank, which you probably already have noticed by now. That's pretty fucking cool. Furthermore, there are new notifications for your clans. This includes Group Ironmen as well, which is pretty cool and unique. If you don't like the notifications, guess what? You don't have to fucking turn them on. I like the notifications. I think people like the notifications. It's cool to see how other players in your clan are progressing, especially when you've got 500 cunts in your clan, like I do, and I don't know who the fuck to get rid of. So, for anyone watching this now in the clan, if you get kicked, just fucking reapply. I'm just going to kick cunts I don't fucking recognize. So, there's a bunch of new shit here, like this personal best, if you beat your new personal best, if you unlock an item in the collection log, what else is there? I'm trying to, like, pretend I can actually fucking read. This is just purely green, but I thought it would look cool. What else is there? 10 mil XP milestones. Oh, if you get a pet as well. Yeah, it's up here. I'm assuming if you get a pet, it'll tell you what KC or what XP you're at when you got it. So, badass, cool update. But in my opinion, the biggest update this week is the new Ironman Instance Cowfight Queen. There are other changes as well, but no one gives a shit about them, like the birthday event's gone, and I think there was some gnome stronghold fucking spelling error. I don't give a shit. The main thing is that there is an Ironman Instance for Cowfight Queen now. It's about fucking time, because we've been waiting for how long for this fucking thing to happen? Like, it's been a long time coming, especially since they changed it. For whatever happened with Limpua, I think that he feels like he was the main target of that. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't fully understand it. But since that change, and then I've tried to do Cowfight Queen, I luckily got my kill out on the Ironman for the diary before someone came into the room. This makes it easier. Now, Ironman and Group Ironman could just go fucking smash the cunt every day, because people are retarded at Cowfight Queen. People assume that if they kill the queen halfway, then bang can come back, the world is still theirs. Absolutely fucking not. If I walk into the Cowfight Queen lair, and there's no one in there, but she's half dead, guess what? You're out. Lift your feet, lose your fucking seat. And finally, for those who give a shit about leagues, here's the new rankings. I guess I'm going to be mithril to the end. They're not really going to move much now. Last week, I think the numbers were wrong because I don't fucking know. There was an error somewhere. Maybe I pressed the wrong number, but if you give a shit, figure out where you stand. Good job to everyone at Dragon Plus, because that takes a lot more fucking patience than I had. That is essentially the old school update in a nutshell. However, the Grand Exchange update is coming up very soon to give you guys an insight on what sort of investments to make with your GP in game. But first, 5 seconds of your time to talk about everyone's favorite game, RuneScape 3. RuneScape 3, this game here, fun fact, it's fucking dog shit. What's up, my cheeky N-words? My name is Wade Green, and welcome back to another Grand Exchange segment on RuneNews. And look, again, the biggest rise of the week is the Shattered Relics Variety Ornament Kit. Now, I will admit, the Void Kit has kind of hung around 1.7 mil, I think, and it's kind of bing chilling at that area. So we're pretty consistent, and we're pretty confident that Void Kits are going to be 1.7 mil. Now, this one does, I believe, the Rune Crossbow, the God Books, and the whips, whether it's normal or a tentacle whip. Good shit. This is a good ornament kit. 2.1 mil. Very profitable. And I believe very cheap when it comes to spending your league points. Quite a few people in leagues are either going to save their points maybe for next leagues, buy some other stuff, but they'll be able to buy a fucking bucket load of these. If you have 50,000 league points, you might be able to make about, I don't know, 20 plus mil from these bad boys if you sell them. If they stay at this price, I think they're going to go a little bit higher, maybe a tiny bit higher. You might be lucky to see it at 2.3 mil, but they might just hang around 2.1. That could be it, who knows. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're still playing leagues or you got enough points for these boys to make some money, then you're not doing too fucking badly financially. Now, the biggest loss of this week is the Dragon Bones at 1.6k. Obviously, you can see there's a bit of a fucking landslide, or sorry, a landslide here. And I think it's pretty obvious why. The wilderness updates, the PvP, the PKing. It's hot at the moment. Wilderness keys. We were just talking about how content creators and people are crying, oh, the wilderness is dying, the wilderness is over, it's dead. You're out of your fucking mind if you think you can't go to a Chaos Ultra world and rag some cum for their bones. They're dropping in price because people are fucking losing them. They're just getting sold for money for PKs. This is a good sign. I know it's not like you want your bones to be more value or whatever, but them dropping to this value is a good sign of active PKing and active, I guess, activity at the Chaos Ultra at least. I know it's just fucking ragging on PVMers, which is all PKs in the world you want to do anyway, but it's a good fucking sign that there's activity in the wilderness. There's people out there. Can't complain. If you want PKs versus PKs, go to a PvP world. And next up, one of the most traded items of the week is the Blood Rune. Now, I know, like, hear me out why this is here, okay? This isn't the most traded item, but it stood out to me a little bit that I wanted to put it on here. There are only 2 runes, well, not including the Pure Essence, there are only 2 runes in the game that are traded more than Blood Runes, which is Fire Runes and Air Runes. Next is Blood. I know that Blood's used for fucking everything, whether it's Inferno, Stang Staff, Scythe, just fucking bursting in general. Some people might burst with them because they're, well, I guess barraging. They're just, in general, ancient magics. They're a very popular rune and they're very popularly crafted. But fuck me. They're the set. There's only Fire and Air are higher than them. I was expecting maybe even Chaos would have been higher. I guess no, maybe not. I don't know, but I would have thought the other elements would be at least close. I think water is below it. That's it. Nothing else can be seen. This is the main reason I'm surprised is because of the value of them. I know it's still they're cheaper than they used to be. The Fire runes are fucking 5 GP each, cunt. Understand my point. I thought it was interesting to share at least. Now, typically the mole slippers are always gone fucking strong and on the rise ever since RuneNews has come back, swinging our dicks as hard as we fucking can. Now, don't forget, if you have invested in mole slippers and you want to make money on these boys, this price can go up. If you got any friends out there who need the fucking head checked with a brick, send them to this fucking channel. Send them to this episode. Send them to this part of the video. Just watch the Grand Exchange segment, if nothing else. And then they'll find out about the mole slippers and the profit that can be made. They'll buy mole slippers. They'll go up in value. Your mole slippers are worth more. My mole slippers are worth more. Their mole slippers will be worth more when they show it to someone else. It's a win, 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 win. It's a pyramid scheme. But it's legal. So share this fucking video with your friends. Get them buying mole slippers. If these mole slippers ever reach 1 mil value on the Grand Exchange, I will host a party in my pants and everyone with mole slippers will be invited. That should be more than fucking tempting to share this shit around. This is fucking exciting. Now, for the girlfriend update this week, it's going to come as a bit of a shock to a certain variety or a certain part of the community here when I reveal the price. So I'm going to stand in the way here so you can't see anything until I fucking reveal it. I'm not going to beat around the bush, boys. I'm not scared to eat pussy. I don't eat around the tush. So hold on to your fucking dicks. The RuneScape girlfriends are 16 fucking K, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the fucking rise and we got these girls by the fucking balls. Look at this. This is called making fucking bank. I've never seen so. I don't think they've ever been this fucking high in the 2 years of this fucking channel's or this RuneNews industry's fucking history. That is actual peak fucking content. And I want to just give a quick shout out to everyone out there who is investing in the right girlfriends at the right time and not getting scammed for your fucking adamant. I'm honestly proud of everyone there. These girls, they're worth every fucking penny. In fact, why not buy more? Let's hit 20k next week. Maybe, well, that's a bit ambitious, but let's try hit 20k by the end of the month. 20k on the RuneScape girlfriends, and I'll start an OnlyFans again. Well, I'll try to start another one if they don't ban me this time. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the Grand Exchange update for this week. My name is Wade Green. My message to you, or words of wisdom, is to check out the merch store and buy a fucking shirt. Alright. Fuck off. This week we actually had a lot of Ironman moments. I had to kind of actually give a shit for once and try to filter out which ones I wanted. I only choose 4 for each episode because I've only got 4 sources set up, and if I start doing 5, 6, 7, 8, it's just going to go on for fucking ever. So I just chose 4 out of the, I think there was like 10 that I wanted. So if you're not here, eat shit, but good job anyway. However, a good day to you all. Got his Hydrochlor at 554 kc. I probably could have put a better one there if I'm honest, but nice work. Now, I like this one more because this is actually a fucking hardcore Ironman. The first Ironman moment in our Ironman moments of RuneNews in fuck knows how long. It's a hardcore as well. It's a hacksaw. Let me get that KC right. Yeah, he got 2, I think it's like, it's over 2,200, I think, KC. What cunt? 2,000 something? I can't see. Maybe it's 2,500. Well over 2K at least. KC before his first black mask, which is right here. On a hardcore. Get fucking wrecked. Next up, my boy Easter or Friezo got a double Tanzanite Fang drop on Zora. 2 drops, 2 fangs, 1 KC. But the cunt can't take a fucking screenshot. He's a dickhead. And the final Ironman moment from this week comes from another non-Ironman. However, an icon in the community, Marianne, finally got her first fucking fire cape. There she is standing there, looking fine. Fire cape notification up here for the collection log. Well done. Very proud of you. I'm sure we all are here in the community at least. Well done. And thank you all for watching this episode of RuneNews. My name again is Ryan. And I'll be back again next week with some more cheeky content. So don't be a shit cunt. Like the video. Subscribe. Discord in the description. Come to the streams. All that juicy content. Just fuck off. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.